good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, depending on what part of the world you are. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Conversations with Faith show, also known as the CWF show. And I'm your host today, interviewing the actual original host of the show. My name is Victoria Azubuike. I'm the owner of Vango Shoes, and we make and design and sell shoes for people who wear size 10 to 13 shoes. We have jewelry, handbags, things like that. But really excited to have the opportunity because it's not about me today. So it's about Faith. So we'll have the opportunity to actually interview her today on her show. So really excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity and the privilege to interview you on your show today, Faith.
Thank you for coming and accepting this. Really, I didn't think about it until you said it. I'm like, oh, let's do this.
Really excited. I thought it'd be a great idea to just come on and highlight you, because you highlight everyone else. We'll get to highlight you so we can hear you, see you, understand your thought process. And so really excited to be doing this. It's going to be a juicy show. So really excited for this. But before we continue, I want to introduce the guest on our show today, an international social development practitioner with over 10 years experience in program planning, design and implementation. She has acquired a training from Enterprise Development Center, also known as EDC, which is affiliated to Lagos Business School, Lagos, Nigeria, in implementing social enterprise activities, and is a trained project management professional. She's also trained as an ISO 26000 CSR implementer and certified. She's worked with various NGOs, both international in the local and private sectors. She's a mompreneur, yay, and founded an online human resource outfit focused on building capacity of the workforce to develop in performing their duties excellently, and provides various platforms for career and business professionals, linking them to their desired employment and future opportunities as well, thereby also creating jobs for them, which is really awesome. She also administers and reviews results from conducting personality test assessment for individuals. She works with a food processing company and also works for an NGO that is into cancer treatment. So we can see that our guest today, Faith Afolabi, is very diverse in her experiences and has a lot on her plate. And so really thankful to be able to talk to you today, Faith. Welcome to the show, Faith. Help me in joining to welcome her onto the show today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in as well.
My pleasure. Thank you. So everyone, we're going to take a short break, but while we're on a break, feel free to grab your coffee, your tea, your wine, your juice, whatever it is you drink, your water, whatever it is you like to drink, and stay tuned and we'll be right back. Looking forward to it. And thank you so much for joining us again. Please subscribe to the CWF show on YouTube, on social media. Follow her. She has great information. And really nice to see the different people she gets to talk to and learn from Emily, and to get to talk to you on the show today. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. Sincerely. Okay.
My pleasure, Faith. So I'm going to delve right in, okay? We're going to talk. Like I said, I was just really excited to get to talk to you so we can hear you, kind of get your thought and your thought process as well. So my first question for you today is a two-part question, right? Not necessarily two-part, but about two things. So the CWF show, obviously we're on the show, so I definitely want to know why you decided to start the show, but also why you decided and what motivated you to start the McBridgeConsult firm as well.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'll start by why I started the show. Okay, so I'm a trained mass communicator, but work experience, I have work experience in non-for-profits. I got into the non-for-profit not knowing what it was all about after my youth service. Youth service is something we do after university in Nigeria. You serve the country and you get paid by the government and the employer as well for 1 year. So I got to meet a friend, Jerry, and Jerry was talking about NGOs. I'm like, okay, what's this NGO? So after service, I said, okay, I think I like this. I like the travel part. I like meeting people. And so that's how I started my NGO career. While in NGO career, I always had passion for my broadcasting, but an opportunity never came. During one of the NGO I worked with, which was called Freedom Foundation, I had the privilege of training underprivileged persons such as ex-drug addicts, ex-prostitutes, was to empower them, look for jobs. So I had like over 500 people on my database, and so I just had to place them on job, after they've gone through cleansing in terms of rehabilitated and they want to go back to life. So my department was to look for job for them. So that kind of stuck on me, so every time I see opportunities online, I'm always sharing opportunities. And one day a friend of mine, Salvation, said, Faith, I think you should just start this WhatsApp thing and put it in the broadcast so that you can be sharing job opportunities. You never know where God will take you. I said, really? I said, okay, who will stay? Setting up a group. People will just, I hate it when people say no to me, but that's part of life. You just have to say, and one day someone will say to you. So I opened this group. A lot of people just left. Some people insulted me, like, who is this? Why we just add me to the group? But some of my friends like, okay, but she had told you guys months back, she has been sending broadcasts that she's going to open this group. So if you don't want to stay, it's fine. So they stayed, and that's how we started McBridgeConsult online, WhatsApp, sharing job opportunities. And then we had Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and what else? And then YouTube. So during COVID, people were home, not doing anything. And so I think one day my husband was like, okay, that's your talk show thing. Now people are online. Maybe you should do something. What do you think? I said, really? I can. So that's how I just called my friend. I told I need you to be my first guest. I'm going to interview you. I want to have my talk show online,
Yeah.
And then I had free time, I wasn't working in the non-for-profit sector that I am working presently, my cancer organization. So I said, yeah, I can be your guest. And she wasn't hacker. We did it. I'm like, is this okay? She said, okay. I was like, okay, people are looking for organic stuff. So I didn't even care about it and all the FEC, and I just edited and put it on. And people were excited. I told them it was coming, and that's how we started the talk show. So I was addressing people careers for non-for-profits because that was where I had experience in. Over the other seasons, we interviewed people doing other type of businesses. So it's open for not just only non-for-profits, but every other kind of business. So that's how McBridgeConsult started with the CWF show started, and here we are today. People are watching our shows on YouTube and learning from there. People keep telling me, okay, I just watched your video, and I haven't done a new season. It's been a while, but we'll come up. This is a new season and should be out soon, And then why I started McBridge, I said already, because I had passion for just sharing information. I can't see a job opportunity and let it go. I feel someone out there needs it, especially in today's time where there are no jobs. So I share, no matter how small, for opportunities for university abroad, scholarships, fellowship programs, funding for your business tips. So whatever it is, I just share. And so that's how McBridgeConsult started. He's registered as a CAC at 7/7 McBridgeConsult, not yet McBridge, but I intend to transit, and so that's how we started at the show at McBridge.
No, that's really exciting. That's great to hear, Faith. I love to hear how you use your passion for people, for helping people, your training in the media, and also your HR experience and all of that, and put it together to build this beautiful platform that's very helpful to people. So kudos to you. Great job. Well done. So where do you see, and I guess I'll take more focus right now on McBridge, right? Since we're going in that direction. Where do you see McBridge in the next year or 5 years or down the line? What do you want to see come out of this platform?
Okay, I want us to have an avenue where employers come in, more employers. We have few, but I want to see the numbers grow to 50 employers coming to us and say, we need these people. And people are being sourced for and placed in jobs immediately with no time lag, just immediate job placements, so that means we need to build capacity of people. So we're reviewing CVs, we're teaching people how to get job interviewed, how to send messages on WhatsApp as polite as possible and formal, because a lot of people sometimes they lose their jobs just for little mistakes. So how to be able to train that person to be confident in approaching an employer and say, you know what, I can do this job. So that's where I want Mark should get for the go-to resource platform to get genuine job adverts that can help them be where they want to be, not just job, but opportunities for scholarship, for fellowship, and for business grants, basically, in Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
Awesome. That's really great to hear, Faith. Another question I have, so I was going to really, my intent of the question that came to mind was, what can someone do to start a career in your field, right? What you're doing for other people. But I also want to ask, what can someone also watching do if they have, if they're needing to get into their career or start a business and they're trying to figure out what to do, where to start? What kind of recommendations? So it's like a two-pronged question.
Okay, let me know if I don't answer it, but I'll start.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, first of all, I think you need to understand yourself, right? I'm an extrovert, though I have a bit of introvert, but maybe because I'm trying to understand the vicinity, And once I do, I just bring up myself, So I like to talk. I've always loved TV shows growing up. So you need to understand your passion. I love watching opera from time to time and various other talk shows that are out there online in Nigeria and outside the country, right? So get to know yourself, have that passion. And once you have that passion, you start. If you're a young person, your parents might not understand. Don't argue with them. Just keep doing what you're doing. With time, there's always time for everything. The opportunity will come. If they see that you're serious in that, get trained, get education, university, online courses are there. Look for mentors, people that are already doing what you're doing well. Learn from them. Put yourself out there. Have a very good CV, a good profile. Create a LinkedIn profile. Advertise out there. Reach out to people. Network. Talk to people about what you like to do, what you want to do. You never know who's listening. I network a lot. Out of the jobs I've had today, maybe like 10, I was gotten out of networking. I told someone, okay, I like this. I would like to work here. And they connect me. So feel free to talk to people about what you want to achieve. You can't be an island. You can't keep quiet on your dreams. Talk about it. Build yourself. Keep learning. There are resources out there on YouTube, on Google. What else? What other platforms are there? There are lots of free online platforms that you can learn.
Yeah.
Always be yourself.
Yeah.
Be conversant with what's going on, the trends that are out there, the career that you want to build. And with time, you see yourself there. Trust in God above all things. Of course.
Yeah, I love that. I heard several things in there, a lot of really good information. One is networking. Networking is very important, especially in the area that you are interested in, just to have conversations with people, see what they're doing, work towards your goal. Hard work pays, so you have to keep working. Even when balls are thrown at you turn those lemons into lemonade, right? Resources, take advantage of resources, learn. It's things are always evolving, so keep learning with the times. And follow people who are doing what you love to do. Like you mentioned, you used to watch talk show hosts. You kind of use them as a mentor, even when they don't know you're, following them. But like Oprah, I remember one time, I don't know if I told you this, but I was interested in being a talk show host. I guess I still have that part of me. So thanks for this opportunity. But I remember so I remember talking to Oprah, and I'm not talking to Oprah, sent an email to Oprah, but I wish I talked to her. Sent an email to Oprah, and I know she probably doesn't look at it. I was like, hey, you never know, hey, how do I start to get into a talk show host? But just that, jokes aside, I think it's just very important to do what you can, like you said, towards the goal that you're interested in. So thanks for that. That's really helpful. And I think you also kind of highlighted this passion. Understand your passion, right? Know what you're interested in so you can work towards it. And there's a quote I've heard before, like, do what you love so you're not, and I'm butchering it, but so you don't feel like you're working, right? So even when you're stressed out, you still love what you do.
You're still happy.
Yes, which I think is very important. So thank you so much for that. But you know what? I think we should take a short break give you guys just a slight break to refill your drink, whatever that drink choice is. Subscribe to the CWF show, send it to your friends, Stay tuned. I'll be right back with Faith.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for tuning back in to the CWF show with Faith. Victoria today. Victoria interviewing Faith, who is the original host of the show. I keep getting it twisted. But yeah, we've been talking, had a few questions we've already addressed. So we're coming into another question. So I do want to just ask you what it entails to, I guess, grow in different sectors in your role. Like, if someone is doing what you're doing, how can they enhance their skills? How can they grow and continue to improve?
Okay, I think basically we have touched on a bit is keep learning. You have to keep learning and be accountable. I don't think I mentioned that. Be accountable to someone out there. Have people watch you, have people come back and review, criticize your work, tell you what you need to do good, and take those criticisms for good. Remove the none and take the sense out of everything we've told you. Work on it. Take courses, build yourself, network with people. Network is a very good thing. Sometimes you might want to start off something and you don't have funds. Like I was about to go on a TV, right? But the TV, they're not ready. But it was through network. I just told someone, a friend of mine that I've gone to school with, and I said, okay, you can come talk to these guys, and then I approached them, and then like, okay, you can come join us. Hopefully soon I might be on TV, who knows, on CNN one day. So
yes.
Keep talking to people, build yourself, put yourself out there on social media, create a plan. You can say, okay, I'll post once a week or once a month so people are seeing you. Once they see that you're consistent, then if there's an opportunity, they can say, oh, I know someone who can do this job, and they refer you. That's how life works.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, great.
Professional education. If you're not trained first, you can do online courses, free online courses on how to become a talk show host or how to become whatever you want to become. Some doctors are talk show hosts, some doctors are musicians. You can be anything you want to be, really.
Absolutely.
Just have that determination and positive vibes, and you'll be there.
That's one of my favorite quotes, and I share it with my family, friends. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. You just have to set your mind to it and work towards it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great reminder. What are your thoughts about mentorship? What are your thoughts about having mentors?
Very important. Mentors are important because they've been through that journey. They've been through the hurdles. They've crossed the bridges, and they tell you how to get there. If you don't have a mentor, you probably go through problems that might take you time to come out. I don't believe people don't come out from problems.
Right.
If every problem has a solution. So if you have that mentor prevents you from getting into that roadblock in the first place. So that's what a mentor does to you, like a guide, coaches you and say, it's like a baby trying to walk, and like the mother telling you, okay, go this way, go this way. They're kind of protecting you from dangers that may be ahead, and also look out for opportunities for you as well, and help you to grow that idea of business to the level you want it to become. Basically.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Another question I do want to ask is, what are some challenges in working in the human resource sector, right? What are some challenges you think that people can face? How can you overcome them, especially if you want to kind of grow in your career, in your role?
Okay, wow. Enormous is getting the right talent to place. It's, especially here in Nigeria, maybe as a result of the situation we have here, the education system isn't so right, the economy. So we find that people go to school and they come out and they cannot form a proper sentence or a proper application letter. So it's really a challenge. So I think universities can have maybe like a curriculum where they can teach people informally how to secure that job. As simple as taking a telephone conversation, as simple as replying back a message, as simple as sending your CV, either formally or informal. Because now you could confirm they can accept CV from WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is also a form of communication. They can accept from email. They can also accept from apps like LinkedIn. So teaching people those basic things and how to navigate the career world. Sometimes you might study biochemistry, but it doesn't mean you cannot do an admin work, but teaching you how to package yourself, build their skills, simple skills such as computer skills. Everyone needs a computer skills. If you don't have
in this day and age,
you can't get that big job that you want to. You can't be in those top-notch companies that you want to be. You just be a local champion per se.
Local champion.
Yes, so you need those skills. That needs to be done. I hope I'm not missing out. Seems like the question is going out of my head.
No, I get it. You're on the right track. And I mean, I agree with you. I think packaging is very important. Understanding those skills are very important. Being able to have interview skills is also very important, right? So I think that it's very important if schools are able to provide that. Again, that's where mentors come in, right? So hopefully help you enhance those skills and be prepared for when you're in front of the right place or the right people. So I agree with you. You're right on track. Thank you. So I want to pivot back to you, right? As a person, you have all this on your hands. You're doing so much. You have your family, you have business, life, work. How do you balance it all? And how do you maintain sanity in your mental health? In this day and age, mental health is a big thing that's coming to the forefront, and really need to address, right? So how do you stay sane?
Good.
Are you there? You
yes.
got it?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The question was, how do I stay sane in the midst of all this that I do? Good. Exactly. And I take things one step at a time. If something is not working, I pause it. If this aspect is not working, I say, you know what, because I'm in charge. I'm the one that started all these things aside my job. And thankfully, I work from home thanks to COVID. But even before COVID, my company, they've already been working from home. So I guess God saw my heart's desire. I've been in that kind of job where you wake up very early to be traffic, 5 a.m. I've done my bits, and you're coming back late, you can't see your kids, So I think maybe God saw a prayer. I prayed a certain time, like, God, I just want something easy. And then here I am, So I'm thankful. I take it one step at a time. Like I was supposed to have interviewed several people and 5 of them came to me like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm ready till July. I'm like, okay, I'll wait. I didn't kill myself up. I continued other things that I needed to do, like work or focus on personal development, courses on certification course on food safety, health safety, so you take it one step at a time. If something is not working, you pause, go back to your drawing board. Is there something you're not doing right? Review, and then you go back again, take a break. Don't kill yourself. Don't walk off yourself, because if you die today, they'll just say, oh, she was such a wonderful girl. She was such a wonderful friend. We enjoyed it. And that's it. You're gone. So take a step back. If I'm tired, my family knows me. I sleep. Just let me sleep. And give me good food. I sleep.
Food is good. Food is good.
Because I all have to be the first to be awake and be the last to sleep. We mothers are like that. So I just wake up and okay, so where did we start? Let's do this. I always start. Said there's a song, if you fall, if you dust yourself and try again. Aliyah sang that song.
Yes.
So dust yourself up and you try again. Take life easy. There'll always be problems to solve. There will always. Absolutely. That's why we're
problem. No, they finish.
Created. Yes, no, they finish at all. So we are created to solve issues. You're trying to write that book. The idea is not coming. Stop. Listen to music. Drink Coke. Eat Okpa. Okpa is kind of in Nigeria for those of us watching.
You're a good person.
It's not working. If you're doing your podcast, idea is not coming. Pause and listen to one cool Buga music, and relax.
I love it. Oh
my God. You're going to school, you're tired, you're not able to take your online lectures. Take a pause, and come back, refresh yourself. You always read
the school, still meet your deadline. But yes.
Or else you won't get paid or you get a pay cut, whichever one. You're in for it.
I love it.
So that's it. Have someone to talk to. And if you have a good supporting system, your family, and talk to them as well, ask them for help. My husband, my kids, they understand, and they're there to help as well. And friends like you too have a listening ear to talk to. If you need to meet a psychologist,
counselor,
yes, you talk to them. And then that's why you have your mentor as well. Talk to them, and then go back, visit your plan, and you plan again, right?
I agree.
That's
Well
how-
said. Very well said. Very well said. It's very important to just figure out how to manage it, and whatever that looks like for you. If it's activities to finding ways to decompress. Yeah. Finding ways to decompress also, you know. You just have to love the life you live and live the life you love. Just enjoy it as much as you can, because like we said, problem no they finish.
No, they finish.
There's always going to be something
about it. Do the spiritual, do the physical, all of them join.
Everything, emotional combination. I agree, Faith. And you know, this is a great segue to my final question. What is your final words for your audience? What do you want them to get out of a conversation with this conversation today, or just in general? What do you want them to keep in mind?
Well, just like a sentence I've always said, you can be anything you want to be if you just keep at it. You know, we're here to give you information that can make you create the world you want to become. Whatever you want to be, you can become that person, and it has to be positive, right? So that's keeping at it. Don't give up. COVID happened. For some people, it was the worst year, but for some of us, it was a good year. For me, I think it was a good year because I was able to discover various talents that I had, start them up. I became an author of 2 books with my kids. I have a podcast audioed 105 Bible stories in Pidgin language.
Love it.
And have some of these stories documented as a book. Right? You know, I also do music as well. So anything you can do, you can become it. You can't go to the grave with all the talents that God has given you. You know, no. I want to die empty when the time is right. Yeah. So keeping at it. Don't give up. Connect with people. Highest you get a no, yes, and then you move on to the next person and ask until you get your yes. You will definitely get your yes. Trust me. If you're doing the right thing that you're supposed to do, you will get a yes someday. And stay tuned. Keep watching McBridgeConsult. Conversations with me. Look out for Vicky's talk show. It's coming.
I tapped into it.
Amen.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you, my dear sister and friend Faith. Thank you for letting me host your show today, for insightful conversation. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I wish we were right here in front of each other having this conversation. It would have been even better, but this is so great. I'm thankful for the opportunity. Thank you to the audience for tuning in. Please like and share with your friends and family, and subscribe and continue to support Faith in her endeavor. She's doing something really great here. And until next time, beautiful people, stay tuned. Take care.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Bye, Vicky.
Bye.